Happy Saturday. It's Saturday night and almost 7 o'clock, and I wanted to take a few moments just to come and give you an update and share with you a few things that are happening. Tomorrow, our service will be strictly online. I'll be bringing a message to you tomorrow, and I titled the message, Life Between. What does it look like? And I'm on a journey. I'm on one of the most life-changing journeys that I've ever been on in my life. And I'm really excited about this new beginning on so many levels. And so tomorrow's message is going to be as simple. There's not a lot of technology with it. It'll be me and my phone and the AirPods. Um, but I pray that it will be a message that will change your life and will encourage you, especially when you're going through a hard time, when you're in between a season. And that's why all day today I've just spent it with the Lord, and just allowing Him to speak to my heart and really just evaluating my journey, my personal journey with Him. And the whole message is sort of going to focus on expectations. And it's going to be very raw, and I pray very eye-opening. I'm going to build it around the life of Jesus. Always amazed at how He just didn't let people get to Him. He didn't allow Peter's denial of Him to eat at Him. He didn't allow Martha's busyness. He didn't allow Thomas's doubt after the resurrection. Like, it just, His life is showing me so much. And it's going to just be a hard hitting message in the sense that so many of us struggle with expectations, either expectations that are placed on us or the expectations we place on others. That's a very hard life to live when you place expectations on people and then they don't come through. And whether that sometimes we ourselves are guilty of. And I'm listening to All the Rain, and I'm, again, some days are just like this. And there's just times in our life where we feel like it's just, where they say, it's, if it's raining and then it's pouring, and then, it's not just raining on us, but then it pours on us. And sometimes life just can get that way where it feels like it's just being poured out. And that can be also very powerful too, because the Lord can send that kind of torrential rain on our life to just encourage us and awaken something within us. And so we moved out of our old facility on Thursday, and so very grateful for the few that came and we helped and we got everything. And so now we're in transition, and we are going to be moving to a new place, probably first a temporary place, but I'm also trying to secure a more permanent place for our church family. But yet I'm so very grateful, because I think this change for me, as hard as it was in the sense that, you get comfortable in places in your life, and then it's like that mother eagle that pushes the eaglet out of its nest because it knows that eaglet is ready to fly. And so, this is sort of a step of faith for me in every way. And taking care of my church family, just to find a home for us to be able to call home. But honestly, anywhere we go, we will make a home. We can sit around under a tree and we'll make it a home. And so tomorrow's message is really going to tie in the importance of how we handle expectations. And I'm going to tie it in with Romans chapter 8, verse 28 and 29. And so I just want to encourage you and remind you that God's plans for your life are good. And He is a good God, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what the circumstances are, regardless of how things may look. No matter how, if the skies are gray and it's raining, but when I look up and I see the rain and I see the gray skies, I realize that just above those clouds is the sun. And that sun is shining through and will shine through. So I want to encourage you that tonight, as you lay your head down, God has a plan for your life, and He's going to bring it to pass. And sometimes He takes us down roads that we didn't expect, but He's with us, and He's with you. And I pray that tomorrow, as you hear the message, really identifying the importance of not placing expectations on people. You know, so often we have a lot of expectations on people that we don't put on ourselves. And I pray that tomorrow the Lord will speak to our hearts about letting go of those expectations. Because the one thing that you can expect in life is that Malachi 3 says, God doesn't change. Everything else in life does. But He is the one sure thing. If you're going to place your expectations anywhere, place those expectations on Him. He'll never let you down. People will let us down. I will let you down. You'll let people down. But God will never let you down. Never. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. God has something great in store for you. And God has something great in store for us. And it requires faith. And that means you take a risk. Because there's no future in the past. So you just got to grab a hold of God and go. Because the best days are still ahead of us. I love you guys so very much. And I pray that the Lord will encourage you in these few moments. And I look forward to tomorrow morning. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care the appearance of it. I care that the message carries with it the anointing of God and hope for you. So join me tomorrow at 10. It'll be simple. It's going to be pretty raw and vulnerable. But I pray that it touches your heart and it awakens you to the purpose of God for your life. That's what keeps us going, right? The purpose of God for our life. And we know, Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to His purpose. Let that drive you. Not the opinions of people, but the purpose of God for which you've been called. Happy Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for praying. Thank you for sowing. Thank you for standing. I serve a big God, a really, really big God who cares about you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.